And he didn't even drop his ball, man. Didn't even drop his balls. How rude. My brother's in the background on the phone. All his friend heard was like, damn, he didn't even drop his balls. He's like, wait, what?
Oh, that's what's up.
Would I get in there?
You should hop on the server with me and Pillar. Man, screw Call of Duty. No one wants to play Call of Duty.
No one wants to play BO7.
He said,
Call of Duty.
They're
From
literally
the
having
booty.
to put BO7 out 2 months early because they can't compete with the other titles. Because their game's not good enough.
I've heard BF6 was pretty good.
It's dog shit. I'd rather just play Apex Legends.
There's something here in the grass. I don't have a diamond shovel though. I think that increases the odds of getting something rare.
If I want to jump off the walls, slide and dive and shoot people, I'll just play Apex. The same movement, different guns.
How do you like that? The only one person has to sleep? Yeah, that's pretty sick.
the way it should be. All things in perfect balance.
Indeed, I have to agree. Alright. I'll be back, stream. Alright, guys, we're back. My banger one more time. Alright, now.
I got jump scared
By a barrel. Oh, I got the digging effect. The other thing's nice. It spooked me a good couple of times already, myself. Even on repeat. I thought it was an explosion happening, bricks falling on my head, or blocks falling on my head.
Get out of the mines!
The mines are attacking.
No, it was reference to 1849 dynamite mines.
No, I don't understand that reference, so it went over my head. Sorry.
So in California, where there was heavy gold rush, there's a lot of using dynamite to blow out coal, not coal, but gold mines,
I got you.
and a lot of people died.
Anytime you're messing with dynamite, that's unfortunately probably gonna happen.
Well, not even just dynamite.
If it's not handled
enclosed
carefully, it is.
spaces.
I would imagine, because how...
Spaces.
Yeah, I would just imagine it'd be extremely dangerous, because messing with dynamite itself is very risky. Oh shit, sorry, I would like to expand on that, but I'm dealing with... Do I have gold on? No, I don't have gold on. This dude's just tweaking. I don't know what's going on, but I don't trust that for a second, so I'm gonna try and headshot him. Never mind. There he is.
Are there upgraded chests?
Maybe? I don't know if I've added expanded storage yet. We're just gonna dig around, and because we can always try and find some other loot. That's lovely. You can always trust there to be lava around in the Nether, regardless of where you're digging. Well, actually, I don't know if that's entirely true. I mean, the further up you go, it might actually be less common. My Minecraft facts are a little bit lacking.
Something I never quite understood the desire for was better MC.
I think I played it a little bit. It was alright, but it always felt lacking to me. It is supposed to be just like vanilla friendly, but
It's
those vanilla friendly ones always feel lacking. What's the point of adding mods if it feels like this was just supposed to be in the game anyways? I'm gonna go through the trouble of modding. I want there to be some special stuff in it. I guess it is for those people who just want a vanilla friendly mod tweaks, I guess. But I'm not much of a I want overhauls and additions and things like that. If I can get another one of those chests or even some more, there we go, quartz. That's what I was looking for.
that's a lot of enemies over there. Jesus.
Very lovely.
There's hunter skeletons.
Oh, those are wraiths, I believe.
Oh,
No, what are
something
they?
like
What are they
wraiths.
called? Husk? No, are they called husk? No, that's the zombie stuff. What are they called? I think they're just called wraiths.
Point is, they're annoying.
Let's see. Let me look under spawn
There's
eggs.
like 2 of them.
There's a lot of eggs.
Great if I could have this up and running a lot sooner. So I have iron.
Oh, they're called strays.
Make a.
Yeah, they're called strays.
This is a bucket.
I'm gonna get as much quartz as I can before I go back.
Do you not know the reference? This is a bucket.
I know. Doesn't spring to mind. Nice. There we go.
Have you ever seen expiration date from the Team Fortress?
No, I wouldn't understand it then.
Oh.
I only played a little bit
Oh.
of Team Fortress.
There's a moment where they all find out that they are going to expire from
Oh, well, that's
using
lovely.
the teleporter so much. So they're terminally ill. And so
Lovely.
the spy, he gathers everyone around and he says, "This is a bucket." And then a soldier, being the dumbass he is, says, "Dear God." And then spy says, "There's more." soldier.
Interesting. Oh, I did not get that reference. That one went above my head, so I do apologize. Ruins your joke. I am good at that. My
Your
tenants.
audience will understand.
I was about to say, I'm sure anybody that watches it would probably be more likely to
Yeah.
understand it than me.
It was a hefty meme.
I'll go back this way and try and work my way back to the portal.
Treasure guide needs to review your stats.
What book are you looking at?
Give me a moment.
Watch out, you almost got slapped, Pigman.
Oh, total blocks mined, common treasure, rare, legendary treasure. Interesting.
There's a lot of quartz up there, but I don't really want to dig to that.
Villager, fisherman. Why do you require emerald? Why can't I trade you fish for emeralds? Fail me. This is treasure waiting on the wheat.
Just how big are you making the wheat field?
So I can immediately start yielding plenty of bread.
I gotcha. Is there any reason why you want bread specifically? I was about to say there's other uses for that now. We got other food items. Have you looked at all the food items?
You have other.
Bro, we can make ice cream. We can make. I made French fries the other day.
Well, that will come later.
Fair enough. I was about to say if you get potatoes, you can make French fries. The French fries are pretty nice.
Can I make cereal with wheat?
Yes, you can. You can make it with wheat, sugar, and a milk bottle and a bowl. And then you can make chocolate cereal or regular cereal.
And I'm guessing chocolate cereal involves cocoa.
Yes, cocoa beans. But that's it. I'm adding. So we're giving complimentary ice cream with every car purchase.
Waiting in the lobby, there's cereal.
Instead of popcorn, we've got cereal.
It's those little sensors of cereal. Those little...
That does do be popping though.
Tell me how hotels are always just the right temperature.
That's a good question. I worked at a hotel for a little bit too. I want to try and get back on it as a front desk assistant. This stuff is actually pretty chill.
Oh, I know many people who work for hotels.
Unfortunately, the ones around me are all owned by the same people. And I didn't really leave on a good note with them. Nice.
As long as you don't have a hiring people as your
Well, I'm gonna tell you
supervisor.
exactly what happened, because, bro, this was fucked. I have reason to believe that the manager I was working on was using stolen valor, and he just did not like me. And I had me and my brother, we had some issues going on at the time, and let's just say phone calls were made to my work, and he didn't like that, and basically pulled me into the office, had a whole conversation, and then basically didn't even give me time to do my training, and put me on a shift by myself, and then bitched about it when I had to fucking call him up one night and have him come down from one of the rooms to handle something. And I'm not bilingual, and then they know this, or they knew this at the time. And I had some Hispanic customers come in. It's a hotel; it's not uncommon to have that. Usually, I had to have them come in, and there would be somebody in the group that would be able to speak English to a decent enough degree. Well, this one night just happened to be the night that he had me there, and by myself. It was like the night he had me there, and I hadn't had my training, and I called him down, and keep in mind, this man bitched me out because I couldn't understand what they were saying, and then he pulled up his phone to use a translation app that I did not have. And if it had crossed my mind beforehand to have a translation up on my phone for it, I would have had that, but I didn't. And so he pulls it out on my phone, and he bitches at me because I didn't understand that the guy was wanting to buy some detergent from the room, and I was like, dude, you didn't even understand. Don't give me that shit. And then the stolen valor stuff, I skipped right over that, but so that he had a medal and stuff, and he was basically telling how he served in the military and all that, and all this shit, and then was bragging about it to a customer, and then dropped a line that I just like. I ended up asking one of my buddies' dads, who was did some actual shit in the military. He was a Green Beret and all that. And he knows the stuff. And I told him some of the shit that this guy was saying, and I was like, I was taking it with a grain of salt and wasn't really believing any of it fully at the time myself because it just sounded off. And he was basically saying that it was his job to kill people in our military so that they wouldn't talk. And then the dude was like, no. He was like, they give him fucking cyanide pills and shit. He was like, that dude is full of shit. And so I have a very strong suspicion that he was using stolen valor. And that's the kind of person that I had working as my manager. And
that goes beyond suspicion at that point.
And also you can imagine how he was treating me outside in other aspects of the job. And so needless to say, I fucking like After he ended up pushing me into basically talking to the head boss and pushing me into another job role and that I didn't want to be in, instead of going back, I just fucking never showed up. I should have just talked to the head boss, but I couldn't really.
You should have talked to someone higher.
I tried to, and I had a conversation about how the dude was talking to me. I was like, he was straight up cussing me out and stuff, and I was like, I find that to be unprofessional. And that was uncalled for, and even he said it was uncalled for, but never really took any action against him. And it just really irks me, man. I don't know why employers protect people like this. But I don't want to get off on a whole tangent while I'm streaming, so I did get off on a tangent, but I don't want to get down off any more of a tangent than I have. We're gonna put all of our netherrack and stuff up there.
I would look up workplace harassment laws.
Oh, dude, I already know for a fact I've encountered stuff that I could have sued for. Without a doubt. I don't know if that would have been one specific situation of that, but I've worked around food violations and all kinds of shit. Had a
Like, at least if they continue to be awful towards you, have something that you can use as leverage in that situation.
Because usually I just get fed up with the shit and then I just leave without saying anything, which is not the way to go about it. I do want to be clear. I am fully aware of that. It's just a bad habit that I've got. I just don't tolerate disrespect, and I don't tolerate illegal bullshit in my workplace when it comes to how people treat me and others and how they view safety and stuff. I can't tell you how many times I've seen people in the workplace, they do something, they don't clean up properly or just whatever, and then they're like, oh, don't worry about it, it'll be fine. And I'm just like, I know we're busy, but that's nasty as fuck. That's just nasty. And then I get flack over it for trying to voice that, and then that's why I hate working in the food industry, specifically. If I had the funds, I honestly would probably make a killing starting up my own restaurant, but that's a lot of money to invest in something, more than I've got.
Yeah, if you were to put money into something like that, I would say instead go for a food truck.